Hello, everyone. Welcome to Our Lives After, episode 5, season 2.
Yeah.
You seem so unsure. Like,
Gradually, yeah.
5?
But we are gradually getting more sure. I would say
Yeah,
that.
over time.
More sure than last time. Yep. Hello, I'm a player. That's all. I guess I push the buttons. I'm Stella. We were talking about cursed food.
Yeah.
I do have mayo with chocolate
Oh,
chunks on my screen.
Yeah,
right now.
that is
I would
one
try
of the
it.
things we were
No
talking
one's
about.
saying that it's not good, and or we wouldn't try it.
I wouldn't try
Yeah,
it.
I'm not. Everyone. Some people
Oh.
are judging you for saying I would try it. I would try it at least once, at least maybe
No.
twice, just
No.
to
As somebody
see.
who likes
Twice?
chocolate, as somebody who likes
Yeah.
twice? No.
Oh my god. I love that. That's where you go with twice. And I go like, oh, My Hero Academia. Twice. Cool.
Yeah. Anyway, as somebody who likes chocolate, as somebody who likes mayo, as somebody who puts mayo in my chocolate cakes, I would not do this.
Whoa.
I don't know.
Oh,
I
that's
think
surprising. I
that's-
thought you were gonna go the other way.
Let's do it. Let's make it
Oh,
content.
yeah.
We should stream it.
Yeah, unlike the Hot Ones challenge, it's gonna be like weird mayo challenge.
With
Oh.
Adding
we
more and more
we
weird
ask each other
things now.
questions and we like lather
Yeah,
like
yeah.
hot wings
Like,
with
too
it.
much-
Honestly, a
too much
spoonful of
mayo.
mayo is enough of a challenge. Like,
Oh.
that's it.
Okay, let me defend myself in the comments. Yes, mayo in your cake. It's the key to making cake moist. Mayonnaise is just oil and eggs, which you would
Yeah.
put in a cake anyway, so it adds like an extra moistness to the cake. Trust me.
It is actually very good.
It's a
Highly
thing.
recommend it.
Does anybody taste things as people are talking about them?
Yes.
Sometimes.
Like, do you have mayo taste in your mouth right now?
I get
Stella,
very.
I love
don't
your big,
think-
beautiful brain.
I love you
True.
so
That's-
much.
That's limited for you may be autistic.
I agree. That's very true. That's why I answered so quickly.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the first time someone mentions, like, especially a very visceral food, like if you said something like, if you said like hot Cheetos or something, I would get like the overwhelming, like, oh God, I'm not eating it. And then after we talk about it, it's fine. I'm fine. But like the
Yeah.
second you said chocolate with or mayo with chocolate, I was like, oh, that's disgusting. I can't even fathom how this tastes, so it's even worse. And now that we've talked about it more, I'm like, I'm good.
I can taste that combination in my mouth right now. I've never had
Since
it, but I can
Cheetos-
imagine.
Since Cheetos have naturally come up in this conversation, I have been obsessed with something that I think is a Canada exclusive, which is ketchup flavored Cheetos.
That is a thing.
And
I've heard about that. Yeah.
they're incredible. Highly recommend. I bought a bag fully expecting it to be really weird and gross, and I've been addicted.
I love
I
ketchup.
feel like
Cheese. We put ketchup on cheeseburgers.
yeah. I feel like
We
ketchup flavor
do-
things are always hit and miss for me. It's usually like a huge. It can be absolutely awful or absolutely incredible, and it's very rarely in betweens when it comes to ketchup flavored stuff. So I usually just don't risk it.
Ketchup
But I
flavored,
might try ketchup flavored Cheetos.
ketchup
Do
flavored
it.
like chips and stuff are pretty common in Asian markets.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah?
So yeah. So I've
Yeah.
Let's
had
go.
chips. I've had like little cheese puff things that
I've had
taste like.
chips.
Also, like, we did,
I've
like,
eaten
single
chips
chip.
before.
like grilled cheese with tomato soup, right? Like
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Grilled cheese
That's
with
just
ketchup
what
is really
Cheeto
big in
is.
Canada as well.
What is?
Yes,
Grilled
Emma.
cheese with ketchup.
Oh, grilled cheese with ketchup. Okay.
Well,
Yeah. I didn't know that was
Mm.
a thing, and then my spouse, after I moved here, made me grilled cheese and then just like sat down a big bottle of ketchup next to the plate. And I was like, what is this for? And they're like,
Why
for
have you
your
done
grilled
this?
cheese? And I was like, you put ketchup on your grilled cheese? And they're like, do you eat your grilled cheese dry? And I'm like, what the
Dry
fuck are
is
you
so funny.
talking about?
Wait, saying it like that is so funny.
But
Yeah,
now
I mean
I've
it's
tried it.
here
It's
as
really
well.
good.
Okay, hold on.
We do
hold
that here
on.
as well.
Not this whatsoever. But if you get the chance, and if you like this type of soup, make a French onion soup grilled cheese. It'll change your life.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
I've
I
made
Yes,
one of those
actually,
before.
yes.
I'll make
It's
an
so
onion.
good.
I won't make it because it's French specifically.
Thank you. Thank you,
Okay,
thank
well,
Yeah.
you hate
Correct.
me.
Yeah, I
Release.
do. I've made that clear.
I love that.
I'm your number one hater.
Speaking of haters, let's go around the table and introduce ourselves again. We'll start off with Liv, because Lexi has food in his mouth.
Oops.
I was gonna choose no, specifically because I
Okay,
was
it's usually-
naturally drawn to
No, it's okay. I usually have food in my mouth because I usually don't eat before stream, but this time I did. Anyway, I'm Liv. I use she, they pronouns. I will be playing Cielo, who uses she, her pronouns. The electric idol is what I call her in my heart, that I've been calling her.
You should call her that in canon. I think that'd be
Yeah,
okay.
pretty
wow.
I
fucking
wish we were doing right
badass.
now. I would like for us
Yeah.
to all to eventually end up with like hero names or like
Yeah.
titles. I think that's
So
so
sick.
fucking cool.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. I can't take credit for it. It is also a title of a book. And I was like,
no,
I'm
no, no.
taking
You
that.
came up with it.
Yeah, fuck
Nice.
it.
Yeah.
I was,
Yeah.
especially because that
Original
book is
thought.
not very good. So it's mine.
Exactly. So,
Yeah. She's the electric idol. Elementalist, not bard, chanter, and now orator. And I'm very excited to be here with everybody.
Yay!
Yay! Now we'll pop it
And I'm
over.
gonna pass it
Oh.
to Lexi.
Yep. We are passing it to Lexi.
Comrade.
Comrade, yes.
Comrade.
I'm putting it on. I'm putting it on. I'm
One of
tipping my
us,
hat to you.
comrade.
Yeah. My name is Lexi, otherwise known as at Black Girl Mage. I'm playing Mir, Asai, who uses she, he pronouns. What is Mir? Mir is an enigma. But if I look at Roll20 to answer the question more specifically, Mir is a fury, a dark blade, and a mutant. So we're having fun.
It's good.
You
Yeah.
could just be the Furious Blade.
You're so
Fury
right.
Dark Blade. Yeah. I'm gonna start workshopping.
Yeah, let's
Do it.
yeah. We'll get in the studio. We'll get in the stew. Where are we passing it next? Where am I taking this fedora next?
It's
Fedora?
That's up to
Well,
you, man.
nobody's said it's a
Fedora.
fedora,
It's a fedora now.
comrade.
It's a
It's the
fedora
talking.
now.
It's the talking fedora.
Alex.
100%.
Oh, hello.
You gotta put it on.
You have to
Put
put
on
the
the
fedora
talking
on.
fedora.
Yeah, I
Put it
passed
on the
it.
fedora. I'm putting it on. I'm tilting it.
Oh, fuck you,
Ew.
damn it.
Thank you. Anyways, my name's Alex. How's it going? I play Loveless, and Loveless's character class is a mutant mostly. Then followed up with I was about to say economist, bro. No. Sorry. Inventor, I think it's what it's called. That might not be even right. Tinkerer. It's Tinkerer. Thank
Tinkerer,
you.
yeah.
Thank you, Tinkerer. And then to double down, I recently made a little swap to Pilot, and we'll see how that goes. But yeah, look out for that science fantasy version of Fabula Ultima on sale now. And then that's me.
You're our ghastly inventor.
I'll pass.
True.
Yes,
That's good. The
inventor.
Galaxy Inventor's good.
Jack.
Yeah.
Oh, have you passed the fedora over?
Yeah, you have to.
Oh yeah,
pass the
sorry,
fedora.
wait, hold on, and take it off.
Yeah, you're still wearing it. Okay,
Uh-huh.
There you go, there you
thank
go,
you.
there you
Thank you.
Wonderful.
I actually really love this. Like, I'm watching OBS as we're doing this, and like visually, this is like such a good bit. It looks so good.
I'm Drac. I play Adana Marseille. Any pronouns. They are an Arcanist, Ace of Cards, and Entropist multi-class. I don't know. I'm not good with names on the fly. I'll leave that to Liv.
Oh, I got
but
you. Sad loser.
honestly, no joke. I was gonna be like, sorrowful has to be somewhere there because this girl is depressed. She is sad. It needs to be there somewhere. So I'm not mad about it. Sure, the sad loser.
The dreaded ace? I don't know. Like, my brain is thinking of cartoons too.
Sorrowful ace.
Yeah, sorrowful ace.
Sorrowful ace. I could see that.
That also just
The
describes
master dueler.
That just describes Drax's sexuality and mental
Yukimoto.
well-being. So maybe
Oh, Ace, that is funny. Yeah, that's good. I'm just sorry for Ace and Adana is, I don't know. I feel like it has to be something being possessed. I feel like there has to be possession or possessed in there, or
That's
haunted.
true.
Supernatural
We'll-
fans,
we'll
help
workshop
us
that.
out.
Yeah, help us out. Supernatural, the show?
Dean
I don't know.
Winchester.
There's a
if
lot
your
of
tail is
possession in that, I
when
think.
I say Destial, you're not allowed to answer the question.
But that's me. I'm going to take off my fedora and pass it on over to you, Emma.
Thank you. Taking me back to my high school days. But
Wait, you were fedora in high school?
no, I just really wanted to, but knew I wouldn't be able to handle the social consequences of such an action.
Such a consequence. It's hilarious.
The princess allegation.
The princess, no.
I think the closest I got, do you know the guy with the white and green hat from Bleach?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes, yeah, the bucket
yes.
hat.
Yeah, a friend of mine got me that hat, and I wore it a few times, unironically.
Honestly, that's fine because bucket hats.
yeah.
I think that's, yeah.
Okay,
You're just
cool.
out of your time.
Rule, and what's his face is one of my favorite characters, and it's Bonkai Benimaru's sick. Okay, moving on.
Yeah. Okay, well, hi everybody. I'm Emma, also known as Emmapanada. You can find me on Blue Sky at Emmapanada for my personal account, and if you want to know about the game I'm making called All the Witches, you can find information about that at All the Witches on Blue Sky. And that's me. I'm the GM. I play all the classes and all of the things and all of the characters all the time.
Yay!
And now I'm gonna pass the fedora to Stella to finish us off.
Okay, it's time to play the trailer. Woo!
Screams. The noises of the crowd running away from the demon sage become a haze around you as you attempt to push through the crowds to get to her. She was dead. She was on the ground. It was clear. But something happened. While she once was dead, she now hovers above the crowds and her guards like a goddess. Or perhaps something crueler. Her voice screams out in that other language. Vissa! I don't want to die! I'm not gonna die again! The older guard abandons his post, turning his back to the panicked crowd running away and calls out, Hope, calm down! You're safe now, it's okay! She screams, and the sound of her screams shatter the windows all around her, causing glass to rain down from above. A dark energy begins to emit from her body, spreading into the flames, turning them dark. Hope! The man yells again. Suddenly, a tendril of fire crosses the old guard. As it does, his body begins to transform. He quickly becomes a creature made of dark flame. His eyes become cold blue flames as he turns and suddenly begins to attack the crowd around him with a large axe made of fire. It screams, echoing her voice in that other language. Stay away! I don't want to die! Ilan? The young soldier tending to the injured girl on the ground appears confused as another tendril of fire strikes him and the young girl, transforming them both as they quickly leap out towards the crowd, attacking together. The last guard, clad in dark armor, stands still with her back to the demon sage, or with their back to the demon sage, still daring the crowd to try to approach. A tendril of flame crosses past them, but as it strikes their armor, it simply bounces off, erupting into a nearby building. No one approaches her. No one approaches them. Many of them run. Various adventurers that were in the crowd are now helping people get away or assisting those who are injured. But none seem to be approaching the demon sage or her guards. They only seem to be guarding people from those flame creatures as they retreat. Viscera, as you look at this woman of flame hovering above you, her words screaming your name these past few minutes, an obvious connection to your identity back in your old world. She screams, talking about her fear of death. And now, with the crowds either run away or injured on the ground from these flame creatures, the path between you and her is much more open than it was before. How are you feeling?
Above all, I'm confused. I can't quite believe what I see in front of me. It isn't exactly something I expected would even be possible. Viscera is just standing there, staring upwards towards Hope. And you can see that her hand, where it grips the sheathed sword at her hip, the knuckles are going bone white. And she's shaking. She's trembling.
The rest of you all see that the pathway to the demon sage, this person speaking the language of your home world, is now open to you. There are a few creatures in the way, but the crowds have dispersed. Viscera stands there, hand clutching their sword as they simply shake, seemingly stunned. Adana, if you're there. Your camera's off. I don't know if you're there.
I think I stepped away.
Okay. So, the rest of you, you see this woman of flame, eyes of sunlight, dark rays emitting from her, scorching the nearby buildings, setting various pieces of wooden furniture or foundation on fire. People lay on the ground at her feet, injured from these dark creatures that her guards have turned into. What are the rest of you doing?
I think I'm looking at the rest of the group to see what they're doing because I have a very natural reaction to fire. And if I see the source of where it's coming from, that's the quickest way to get rid of, stop this figure from scorching more of the buildings that could put even more people in danger. So I think that Mir pulls their long chain with the blade hanging out, and it just starts to swing. But before she actually moves, we'll pull it kind of taut and look over at Cielo, Adana, Loveless, and see if there's any reaction, or is this kind of like the house where we all just kind of kicked into gear and went for things.
Adana, now that you're back, I am curious, as somebody who in the real world was close to both Vina and Vissa, you're hearing this woman kind of scream Vissa's name, talking about her killing her. And you see Viscera kind of standing there, the path before her open, stunned. How do you think Adana is feeling in this moment?
Confused. They're looking between Vissa and Vina, trying to figure out exactly what is going on, trying to gauge Vissa's reaction. I think truly anything they do will be based on Vissa's reaction, but how they're feeling is, I think, surprise, confusion. If it was under any other circumstance, there might have been some relief to see another familiar person, but I think with what's going on right now, it's fear and confusion.
I have a clarifying question.
Yeah.
To us, what does this person look like? Do they look like Viscera from this world? Do they look like someone we recognize outside of them speaking like the language from Earth? Just want to
Yeah.
get a better understanding.
So when she's not essentially like a fire god, kind of, she's a half elf with bright red hair that's kind of like cut short in an angle, and her face is not identical to Viscera, but they very much could be related or closely related.
There's enough that we could make an assumption.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think based on the fact that she's calling out Vissa's name in this other language, there's enough to go on that there's some sort of connection this woman has to Viscera in like the real world or just Earth. But I think Adana more specifically could relate it to being like, okay, this is probably Vina. And Viscera also could be like, this is pretty obviously Vina. But the rest of you, except maybe Mir, I think could kind of like suss it out, but you're not entirely sure.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I do think. Or go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, I said I will see all you first, then I'll do something.
Okay, I was just gonna say that like because it is such a weird situation where we are like, what's going on any level? I do think Cielo's kind of like frozen in inaction. That instinct that Mir mentioned and noticed at the house is not hitting her now because like the words, the familiarity, everything, it's too overwhelming, I think.
Okay. I will walk towards Viscera. I will place my, well, not human, my ghostly specter hand that is now tangible onto Viscera's shoulder. And I won't look at them. I'll look at the combat in front of us, people fleeing in fear, the danger that is real. And I will just whisper so that maybe only Viscera can hear it. What does the Vissa now want to do?
She seems to snap out of whatever this is at the weight of your hand on her shoulder. She turns her head towards you. We shouldn't be here. This is wrong. She shouldn't be here. And you would feel her shrinking under your hand. And she's gonna try to run.
Ooh, okay. You all see Viscera, do you like quickly turn around and start sprinting, or how do you envision this comes about?
I imagine this is very clumsy. She trips on her own feet. Maybe she is a bit tangled by this hand on her shoulder as she's trying to leave the weight of it. And she's just stumbling. It's not graceful whatsoever. And I don't think it's a full sprint, but there's hesitance, and she's looking over her shoulder, staring towards Vina as she's running away.
As you look towards Vina, as you start turning back and trying to run away, you see her body begin to glow brighter, as if building up to something. The rest of you see Viscera start to turn away and try to run.
I watch her as she runs, and for a moment I look like I'm about to turn and run after her, but then I think mid-step I freeze and look over my shoulder to look at Vina and hear the screams, the cries. And I think I'll turn back to face Vina and I'll start calling out to her. Vina, it's me, Adana. You're okay. We ended up here as well. Yes, we're here as well. And I'll start slowly, if I can, walking towards Vina.
Okay. As you step closer, you see the fire creature with a large, axe turns its attention towards you and begins slowly walking to meet you, its axe dragging along the ground, leaving a scorch mark in the path. And its mouth opens, flames erupting from its throat. I don't want to die. Don't let me die. Viscera, you see Adana opposite you begin to walk forward. One mark of a 4-mark clock has been filled.
Hey.
What is that
Good.
supposed to mean?
I don't know.
Not good.
La bomba is gonna go off.
La bomba.
Uh,
Ay, oh, sure, we definitely have La Bomba, but my first thought was that Cielo's gonna run after Viscera, and I'm gonna stick to that thought.
Okay.
I think for fun, Viscera falls and just eats shit. And it's just like, she's shaking, she's terrified, and she's not watching where she's going. She, like, the cobblestone's uneven, and she trips, and she just falls over, landing on her elbow.
I'm going to run over behind you. I'm gonna kneel down, and help, lift you into a sitting position. Don't ask, don't offer, I just start doing it.
You can feel that I'm shaking.
Yeah. Are you hurt? Did you cut yourself? Did you cut yourself or anything?
I didn't kill her. It wasn't me.
I know that.
Why does she look like that? What's happening?
I have no idea.
I think, as you're kind of, holding Viscera, her hands are kind of, also gripping your elbows, and
Mm-hmm.
just kind of holding on to you, almost as if you're anchoring them upright.
Yeah, I mirror the same hold. I'm much more gentle than I think you are, but
Mm-hmm. Are we supposed to stop this? Are we supposed to help? I don't know.
can you help right now? Because you don't look much better than she probably feels right now.
And you can see that she kind of shifts where she's sitting, trying to peer past you. And
Oh, I lean.
she just
I like cut
whispers,
off any view.
"Oh, you're covering? You're covering? Okay."
You
uh,
don't need to see. You do not need to see the mess that is behind us right now.
Ooh, okay. All right. So like as Vistra's trying to like lean and you lean into the line of sight, her eyes lock with yours. What color are your eyes?
Down.
Viscera looks scared. She looks more frightened than you've ever seen her before. And you can see that her pupils are almost like pinpoints as she's watching you.
Lisa, we can help her, but you have to calm down. And I'm sorry, I don't know what's happening, and I don't know what happened, but no. Look, it doesn't matter, but I know that you didn't kill her. I know that.
At least, I don't think I did.
I'm sure you didn't.
I couldn't, right? And as she says that, you see that she begins to start crying.
Loveless.
Mm.
What are you up to?
That's a great question. I mean, I'm forward from our standard position. I'm probably flanking a little bit prior to where Adana is currently. Yeah, I mean, if I is anyone else getting injured currently?
At this point, you see some adventurers have started creating a bit of a line between the crowds and these fire creatures. They seem to be defending the crowds and trying to help them like back away and get away from this entire situation. But you also are very obviously noticing that none of them are engaging with this threat in any way.
I will make a shout. Adana, do you think you can reach out to her?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah? Mir, we run distraction. Let's go. And I'll start running towards the large hulking soldier.
Hell yeah.
Okay, Mir, you're gonna engage in this combat as well?
Yeah, that's all
Or
I
how
need
are
to
you
hear.
feeling?
Yeah, I absolutely, I have no idea what's going on socially. I think, yeah, the crowds are parting, fire is spreading. I think I've kept my eyes on this, uh, not distraction, but whatever's going on. So as soon as Loveless says, kick it into gear, I'm running.
Okay. So both you and Lovelace run forward, getting in front of Adana, giving her an opportunity to hopefully try to speak to Hope, to Vina, to say something to break her out of this as you two run forward to engage with this fire creature that has been spawned from one of the guards. Cielo, you see, or perhaps just hear, that your friends are beginning to move forward as you are sitting with Viscera as they're kind of crying and breaking down. You are muted, bestie.
To be fair to me, it was a lot of ums. But yeah. Cielo is going to cup Viscera's face and like wipe away some of her tears and say, you don't think so. And that at least makes me feel better. I know what it's like to have a sister. I know that you would never hurt her. Ever.
No. I wouldn't.
You couldn't have.
You see her blinking at you, blinking these last few tears away, and she lifts up her palms and she brushes everything off of her face as much as she can.
Let's go help everybody, okay? And then
Yeah.
we can talk about this some more if you need to.
Okay.
And I'll stand up and offer out a hand.
Viscera moves with you and takes the hand, following your lead.
Yeah, and I lead us back to the rest of the group.
You two stand together, turning to see Lovelace and Mir rushing forward, Adana following behind, as hope grows brighter once again, and another mark is tallied on the clock. And we're gonna start a cheeky little combat.
Hey,
Ooh.
Boise.
Austin asks, Emma, what is this clock? Who could say? Who knows?
You can. You know.
Tell us.
I do know, it's true. So,
Is it when something fun and sexy
Huh?
happens?
is it when something sexy happens? Who could say? As a refresher for combat, because it's been a little bit, our turn order, when there isn't a named enemy, is that you all go first, and then the enemy goes, and then you go, and then enemies, so on and so forth, until everybody is gone. Generally, we only have enough enemy turns for the number of enemies that are in the combat. One enemy gets a turn each. However, you all are fighting one enemy that's basically a boss. So they get an action for every action that you all get. And since this is a named person that you all don't really know, but we as the kind of like actual players and everything know, they get to act first. So Lovelace and Mir, as you two rush forward, trying to give some space for Adana to get a bit closer to try to speak to Hope, you are met with this large flame creature with their eyes glowing with a blue flame. Let's say Mir. They rush forward with this flame axe, swiping it up at you, and I'm gonna go ahead and roll to hit you. So this is What is your physical defense?
Let me see. This would be on my... It has been maybe once that I've done combat, so let me make sure I know.
Yeah, you're very new. It's all good. It'll be, I think, under your equipment section.
Yeah, equipment, armor. Yeah, I just have
Weapons?
bonus defense
Yeah.
is 10.
Yeah,
Did you
so
ever
your
put-
defense is 10.
Your defense should definitely be higher at 10.
Yeah, it should be.
Unless you just built the character wrong.
Because I have bronze plate. Oh, I'm not really
I
sure.
can look that up. I have the PDF here.
Okay.
Okay. Let's take a look at that later. But for now, we're gonna say you have 12.
Okay.
We're gonna give you a cheeky little +2.
Cheeky little +2.
Not to be.
I rolled
not to
a
ruin
15
That,
without this guy's bonus. So
Track, shut up. Track,
He-
shut up.
it
Yeah,
swipes
you have a
up
positive
across
thing
your
compared
chest.
Drag this
Or
where
you
you're
have
like,
negative.
actually, it's 16 armor.
you know what? Yeah, Yeah, sure.
So this
Sounds
guy
right.
sweeps
Yeah.
up, slashing across your chest with this flame axe, dealing 24 points of fire damage to you.
Ooh. Okay.
Do you have any
Damn.
particular vulnerabilities or resistances to fire?
I don't believe.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, you feel this searing pain on your chest as this creature has reached or kind of rushed out towards you and attacked, screaming, "I don't want to die!" And now it's one of y'all's turn. I'm gonna say Viscera and Cielo, y'all will have to act at the end of the round, since you're joining a little bit later. But Mir, Loveless, Adana, any one of you can go.
I was gonna ask, I have a skill called Painful Lesson. After another creature causes you to lose hit points with an attack, I can immediately study it
Yeah.
and gain a bonus to SL. Yeah, wait, I know what that is. To your check.
Skill level.
Yeah, to your check. So is that something I can do automatically, or does that count as like an action?
That
That's a
sounds like
reaction.
something you can do automatically.
Yeah.
Great.
Automatically, as one might say.
Magically.
Magically.
So you can
yeah,
use the study action to try to gain information about this creature. You can make an insight plus insight check for that.
Right.
And you'll get a bonus to that check equal to your skill level, which I think is probably just 1.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to say this check is more going to be about how high you roll for how good of info. Oh, you got a crit success. Okay,
Yeah,
perfect.
that's wild. Okay.
So
Let's go.
amazing. We love that.
You get an
Um,
opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would get an opportunity, I think. So on the, I believe this is on the cheat sheet.
Mhm.
Yes. So I'll just share this with y'all real quick. There in like the center column at the top is a section about critical successes and the different like special actions you can take when you get a critical success. So read over those as I'm describing things to you. And once I'm done describing things, just let me know what opportunity you would like to take.
Okay.
But as this creature attacks you, you feel this stinging pain across your chest as it's bearing down on you. And looking it over, hearing its words, this creature obviously is made of flame, so it's probably gonna be weak to like ice damage or anything of that element. And this seems to be a temporary, almost possession of the guard that was there earlier. As you look closer, you see a small magical tendril made of flame that is still connected from this creature to Hope. And as it's speaking as if it were Hope. So this creature seems to be responding based on Hope's mental state to the situation, and she is very much like panicking. And so this creature is panicked, it's afraid, it's lashing out, trying to basically keep itself alive in its fear. Is there any other questions you would like to know about the creature?
Yeah, have I seen as the fear has gotten worse, are the flames and the fire getting worse? Like, are things getting more bolstered?
You can see that as time goes on, Hope is getting brighter. They're in the center of all of these dark flames. Something appears to be building up, but her mental state itself is remaining in that like stressed position. It doesn't really seem to be getting like more stressed. It's kind of like at a 10 stressed already.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really appear to be getting less.
So with the opportunity progress, I can either erase 2 notches on a clock, or I can progress it by 2. So for me, my brain is like, if I progress it by 2, she could explode, or
Maybe.
she could level out, and things
Could
will be
be.
really chill.
Yeah.
Do we
don't
know that's what will
I
happen if you
don't know.
progress
That's
it?
why I asked. I was like, is it getting worse over time? Nope. Okay.
Something's
cool.
happening.
Something's happening. I want to make an opportunity, I think, for my peers to move in and be able to do what they have to do, and I think that it would be discouraging for me if we all were just like launching into combat with this person, but it seems like they're calling out a name. So I think delaying this as much as possible seems like the best decision, so maybe erasing 2 ticks from the clock with
Okay.
progress.
You want to erase 2 ticks?
Yeah. Oh, I'm so
Okay.
That was
How do you-
storytelling math right there.
I was like, if I progress this by 2 and I know it's 4, then this either
hmm
goes really bad or
How do you envision Mir in this moment somehow essentially like trying to calm the situation as much as possible to get Hope to chill a bit? Because that's essentially what you're doing with this check.
Yeah, I think Mir is bouncing from people, like, I think that he sees like people who maybe their jackets and stuff are scorched or like being set on fire, and like going, instead of addressing this person directly, we'll go to each, like, these individuals who are, you know, kind of running away from the situation, and like moving them into safer spots, and just kind of getting around this figure and kind of yelling, everything's gonna be great and no one's hurt, and look, it's not bad, and you can calm down. I don't know you, but I think that, you know, you can make this better if you just stop being scared, because it's that easy. As Mir is just like bouncing from one person to the next, like trying to help the people around to maybe calm down the crowds and make it seem less like there's a reason for this figure to be afraid. 'Cause
Okay.
it seems to be tied to her stress. So I think I'm just trying to say whatever I can
Yeah.
to be like, don't be stressed. This is not a bad situation. It's getting better by the minute.
Yeah, absolutely. You see more like civilians and people from the crowd being able to like get away because you all have stepped in, and now there's that line of adventurers also kind of protecting the way. They all are also kind of taking notes from you and backing up, trying not to escalate the situation. And you see Hope's light start to stabilize and perhaps even dim slightly. That was incredible for a turn that essentially wasn't a turn. That was just like
Yeah,
a free
woof.
fucking action you got to do.
Oh god.
So hey, good job.
yeah.
It feels like this makes perfect sense with Mir's like background.
Yeah,
Agreed,
absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't even know what Mir's gonna do, so I'm gonna let someone else go because I have no
Okay.
idea what Mir does after that.
Yeah,
You can go quickly.
Loveless Adana, either of you want to do anything?
Yeah,
Love it, Cinder.
Yeah, I'll do something really quick. I'm gonna use my action. I'll use Stereomorphosis to activate Amphibia and Placophora, so my defense is set at 14. And I'll drop any statuses I have, and I will take any hit for any person who is trying to speak to Vina. And so if Adana tries to speak instead of, like, you know, combating, I'll block every single blow. I'll take every single hit.
Okay.
But Theromorphosis takes a third of my HP, so I will drop my HP, and I'll be good to tank.
Okay. Perfect.
Very
Absolutely.
normal things that have happened all the time before.
I wish you weren't
Um,
undead.
Yeah. Next up, as you take on this stance, kind of ready to jump in wherever you might need to, you see this flame creature again bringing the axe above its head, about to swing down on Mir as he's trying to just like calm and placate the situation. And you quickly step in the way, getting between Mir and this creature as it attacks once more.
What did it roll?
It rolled a 21.
Jesus. Okay.
I
So
think
you are going to
hits.
take
The twice?
25 fire damage.
No worries. I'm in
Oh my
critical. Hell yeah.
I wish you weren't undead.
And you're like, great, that means fucking nothing to me.
Nothing.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
said 20, 21 points, is what you said?
You take 25 points of damage.
Yeah.
25.
21 was the attack roll.
Got it. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm down to 21 HP. Okay, not bad.
Okay. Adana, do you have anything you would like to do?
Let's
Adana
see.
furiously looking at their cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to see
Cards,
what order
cards,
of these are. Truly nothing. There's nothing here that can help me right now. I think Adana is still like as best they can walking towards Vina, just speaking out loud to them, saying, "It's okay. We're all friends here. Remember, I'm Adana Marseille. As one of the game developers, I came and we had coffee together every so often when you weren't busy in the art department. Remember? I'm just like saying this out loud, like yelling it over the sound of
Yeah.
flames and screams, but slowly, as much as I can, trying to get closer and closer to Hope.
Absolutely. I think this is you taking like an objective action. So
Yeah.
let's have you make. You're trying to reach out to this person. You're trying to like connect with them. So give me a like willpower plus willpower check.
Okay.
Or maybe even willpower plus insight. Like willpower plus insight. Yeah.
Insight. Okay. Go through. That did not. Hold on. Oh. I don't have any modifiers. I don't think. Oh, an 8.
8. Yeah. As you are reaching out, trying to make some sort of connection with Hope, you feel your words aren't reaching her as the creatures around her continue to just scream and call out their fear and their pain and their confusion.
That'll be
And
my turn.
Okay, perfect. Loveless, is your defense stance active for every
Combat.
attack, or does it only
Yep,
work once?
Every attack.
Every attack?
Every attack.
Okay, perfect. The creature rushes over, I think trying to go after Adana as he continues to step forward to try to talk to Hope. And as the creature swings at them, you once again, like a libero from Haikyuu, jump in the way, defending your comrades. And that is a 17 to hit.
Hits me. Okay.
Okay, that's another 25 points of fire damage.
So, I have a question for you. Can we do something
Yeah.
rule of cool? Up to you.
Okay.
I most recently switched to pilot instead of being a chef, and I think it'd be really interesting if, as this flaming attack hits me, if it is
Yeah.
a flaming attack,
It
the
is.
gauntlet activates, and one of my module activates, giving me fire resistance. If that's okay.
Ooh, that is pretty fucking cool. So describe it in a really cool way, and we'll see how I feel.
Yeah, of course. I think, as you described, I will leap in a Libero-style manner to block from the swinging blade, and I'll catch it with the gauntlet hand, and the hand kind of absorbs the flames, and it starts to actually mechanize, and parts of it start to activate, and I actually seem surprised, because I'm like, oh, I've never been able to do this before, question mark. And I will say it starts to ingest some of the flames, and then my tattoos maybe start reverberating as well with flames. I think that'd be kind of cool.
Ooh. Okay, yeah, that's pretty fucking cool. We'll allow
But
it.
then I'll get
So-
like flown into a building too, because I still take a fuck ton of damage.
Yeah, so you take this hit, and it is reduced by half, so you only take 12 points of damage, we'll say.
I'm up because of that.
But then, as the axe is just kind of grinding into your gauntlet, the force behind it flings you back, and we'll say you crash into a building in a really fucking cool scene. So, Mir, what would you like to do?
Oh gosh, I wish there was a way for me to do damage that won't hurt in a bad way.
Mhm.
I mean, you can
I feel like-
you can deal damage. You can always say it's non-lethal if you're not trying
Yeah.
to kill.
Yeah,
True.
I just feel like we've gotten so far with talking, but I'm not really sure. But okay, I'll go for it. I'm gonna use my axe chain thingy to try my beautiful weapon to try to I'm gonna try to attack. That's what I'm gonna try.
Okay. Hell yeah,
Let's see
absolutely.
if it happens. Okay. Did I just make an accuracy check?
Yep. Ooh, okay. So what does it look like as we'll say you're like striking this creature in the back, as it just flung Loveless into a building?
I think it's very I think that it's a balancing game with this thing. This is a long silver chain with like moss and lichen growing in the crevices with a huge hanging axe head that has been fastened to it. So I think that it's like this heavy burly woman that like kicks it up in the air, and then as it goes up, she I think it's like this weird how can I wrap it around my elbows and my knees and stuff to like make it go exactly how far out I want. So I think that she starts to swing it, launch it up in the air, and then at just the right moment, like yank it backwards, and then as it swings back, swing it back around so it launches directly into the back of this creature. And
Hell
I think,
yeah.
yeah. I think it just like slices through the air entirely.
As you do this and it strikes into the back of this creature, flame springs out from the wound, and you see, or not see, but you hear the man's voice inside of the creature kind of call out in pain as well. As one mark on the clock is filled.
Okay.
Beep, beep, beep.
Oh, jeez.
And you dealt 21 points of physical damage. Holy shit. Okay. Now it is the creature's turn. They turn around after like recovering from the surprise of being attacked, and they grab the chain from your weapon and pull themselves forward, launching themselves in the air and slashing down at you, Mir. Loveless, are you going to intercept this attack as well?
I
Hell
get stuff
yeah.
if I'm at, I get stuff if I'm at
Oh,
critical
okay,
too.
okay.
So don't
Sure.
you don't have to.
Get
I
hurt.
promise.
Get
Yeah,
hurt.
yeah.
Oh, I will.
You're not
Yes,
undead.
yes. Then
Yes,
I will not
eat
do it. I'm getting up from the rubble.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Mir, you see Loveless starting to try to get up from the rubble and almost make his way towards you to try to help and block. But you give him a look as if to tell him to stop as this creature swings its great axe down at you, dealing 25 points of fire damage. I keep rolling a 10 on that d12. It's insane.
Jeez.
Wow.
That's the third
that's-
time in a row.
Well, I'm in crisis, which is great for
This
me.
guard is
And
But I
a
can't
great
take
for
another
Viscera.
Yes. Okay. The second you hit crisis, my Beyond the Realms of Death will trigger, and I gain 1 grave point, which I can use later.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
Perfect. Viscera, Cielo, You two have now seen this encounter kind of raging on as you finally have recovered from like your emotional turmoil and have stepped into the fray. What would you all like to do?
Well, Stella seems juiced, so I'm not gonna do this for everybody. But
I think you should do it for everyone, because I'm going to go back down to Crisis. Stella gets another point,
Oh,
technically.
I got the grave point. You can heal them if you want.
Okay,
Yeah.
dope, amazing, wonderful. Alex, how low are you?
I was at 69 HP. Fun fact, that's my HP max. And now I'm at 9. So
Okay.
a heal would be nice, but I also
And-
can heal myself.
It's okay, no, I got you. And Mira's pretty low too, right? Actually, yeah,
Yeah.
just to make things easier, I'm gonna soul surge. So,
Nice.
yeah, I'm gonna use my level 1 soul surge, and a
Let's
persistent healing or a healing wind starts to blow. And for the rest of the combat, each ally will recover willpower die, and it's their willpower die, right?
It's yours.
I think it's yours.
So
That's fine,
you'll
okay.
roll it
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool.
and add your shit.
Okay, cool. My willpower is 10. Amazing. So I'm just gonna roll a d10 super quick. And then my skill level. Or no, character level. Wonderful. Okay. And that is going to be
18. I think we're level 10.
18. Yep, 18 points of healing for everybody.
Nice.
Ooh. Hell yeah.
So this
Thank
goes
you.
off now as well as the start of every round. So
Oh,
Wow.
Yep.
nice little soul surge ability.
nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you,
And
Chad.
then thank you, Chad. And then for my actual attack.
So using a soul
Oh.
surge action is an action.
Okay, then
So-
I'm done. That's my turn.
Yeah. What do you imagine this looks like as you're stepping into the fray, kind of casting this healing magic?
Yeah, absolutely. So I do think that it's not a song that I start to play, but rather my my staff, which does kind of look a little bit like a mic, but if a mic was made from crystals and wood. I lift that up, and then the crystal that like floats in the middle starts to spin slowly and then faster and faster and faster, and rather than like the crackle of lightning or anything like that, you start to hear the same sound as wind chimes as that wind starts to blow across and heal everybody.
Incredible. Next up is the creature's turn again. As you are stepping into the fray and begin singing this soothing magic, I actually don't think it'll go after Cielo because you're doing a calming thing. So I think it will attack Mir again. So,
yeah, love that.
Loveless, do you want to intercept?
No, I'll let it go through because of the critical abilities. So
Okay, so that is a 23 to hit.
Oh my god,
So-
Emma.
So-
This- I'm using roll 20. Blame roll 20 dice. This creature stabs into your chest with its axe. The feeling of fire kind of filling your body as you are getting burned from inside as you take 24 points of fire damage.
24. I'm back down to critical.
I get another
Okay.
grave point.
Yeah. I think-
gotta let that go
Viscera
through.
farming those grave points.
Yep.
yeah,
Yep,
for
yep.
sure.
I like to imagine what
And-
this looks like as I get the grave points. I have this like shadowy cloak that's just hanging off of me. There's like a
Mm.
sound as like instead of them hanging down, they kind of like rear up, and you can tell that they are definitely arms and hands, just kind of floating
okay.
above my head now. So I have two of them.
Oh, okay. I love that. Well, Viscera, it's now your turn. So what would you like to do?
Okay. We're running up I can't tell if we're fighting this or what we're trying to do here.
There are a bit of mixed objectives at the moment.
Okay. Viscera just kind of ignores as much as they can the burning hope here, and turning towards the entity that Mir is focusing on, I would like to use my Soul Surge, and I deal an amount of dark or air damage equal to 2 die 12 plus 25.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'd like to do dark damage to them.
Okay. Perfect. So I'm gonna read your thing real quick. Give me just a quick knowledge check.
Okay.
So
Alright.
like insight plus insight probably.
Okay. I rolled an 11.
11. Okay, so this creature is made of dark flame. So they're obviously going to be either resistant or immune to fire damage, but the dark energy welling up within them, I won't say for sure, but they might have some resistances to dark damage as well.
Okay. As I'm running up, you see that I actually switch my hands, and I will use air damage instead here.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. Yes. I have such a big brain.
Then you rush up. Go ahead and roll your damage for this.
37.
Because this is a soul surge. You don't have to roll to hit. 37 damage is insane. Okay, so
That's wild.
it is wild. You're right. And now I have to do math. Fuck. Okay, I did math. So what does it look like as you take this creature down below halfway? It's now in critical.
I like to imagine that what happens here is Viscera reaches down to her hip where she has that sheathed sword. She doesn't unsheath it, but just there's a small click as she kind of lifts the handle out, and there is this sort of miasma that comes pouring out of it, and instead of red, it is this kind of like sea green jade color. And as she pulls it out, she whips it in the direction of the entity, and it just cuts through as if it were solid air.
Hell yeah. That's awesome as hell. And as it cuts through, you hear the man underneath roaring in pain once again, but then this creature's flames begin to grow larger. As it grows taller and its physical presence becomes more intimidating and present in the scene as it towers above you. And now it's that creature's turn, and I think it's gonna go after Viscera.
That's fair.
Lovelace, would
Makes
you
sense.
like to get in the way?
Sure, unless otherwise noted by the player who I am defending.
No, defend me. I don't want to get hurt.
Quick question about
offended.
your quick question about your necromancy points, the grave points. Is it when an ally goes down into crisis, or any
It's any, I
living
think.
creature? If it's
Uh,
any, that means you also get another one, because I'm assuming this person's in crisis now. I think that's
Yeah.
what you said.
whenever another
get another
creature
grave
you
point.
see. So yeah, it's not me. Anybody but me.
So you get another one.
As long
'cause
as they're not
the flaming
undead.
creature went.
Which,
Yes.
I think they're not. Are they undead?
this is not undead, no. So you
Okay.
get another grave point.
Unfortunately,
It's funny-
I can only cap at 2 right now.
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm at 2.
So it
funny
didn't
if
even
like that-
matter.
Why?
Well,
As written, because it's UC, right? So like, what if you were like standing behind a door and you just couldn't see the person?
Standing behind a rock.
Yeah.
Viscera, you just dealt a heavy blow to this creature, and you see its form growing, and its axe grows larger in its hands as it turns and begins an overhead swing down towards you. and just as it's about to hit, you get pushed back out of the way by Lovelace as he takes the hit.
Watch
And
out!
Lovelace, you are going to take 34 points of fire damage.
Reduced to
Halved,
17.
so 17, yeah.
I'm chilling. I'm okay.
Wow.
By 2 points.
And it's now the start of a new round as you see Hope begin to burn brighter and hotter as her screams continue.
Okay, start of a
Wait,
new
wait, wait,
round.
wait.
That's going to
Starting
be
new
12 points of
round.
healing for everybody.
Oh, nice.
How much?
Everybody
12?
stop stressing me out. Yeah, 12.
Nice.
And I think technically the round should have ended with Viscera, so we'll count that last turn as the creature's first turn of the round. So who would like to go?
I would love to go.
Okay,
I think
absolutely.
as almost always, maybe one day they'll have control of these cards, but I think as always, once again, in response to their sword reaction, the sword to their compass reacting, you see the satchel at their side suddenly fling open and these red cards spill out inside a circle around Adana. Adana's still focused on Hope in front of them, and you can hear them still speaking, but it's hard to hear over the sound of the flames and a fluttering of almost wings, but these cards flying around them. And I am going to use 20 mind points, because I always seem to forget that these things are expensive as fuck. Go 53. As I draw 4 cards, 7 of Wands,
Nice.
the Fool,
Ooh.
5 of Cups,
Okay.
and the 4 of Cups to go for the 4 consecutive cards ability.
Ooh. Is the
which
Fool
lets me-
basically like a wild card?
Yeah, I can make it fill in. I have the Fool and the Universe in my deck, and they can fill in anything essentially.
Hell
So it's
yeah.
basically it's going to be 7, 6, 5, 4. And 4 consecutive values is you deal damage equal to 15 plus the total value of the resolved cards to each enemy present on the scene. The type of the damage is light if the highest value of the card is even, or dark if the highest value is odd. The highest value is odd, should be dark. So that'd be 37 points of dark damage. Their resistance, I believe that'd be hard, but 37 points of dark damage as these
Okay.
cards fly towards, fully without the will or control of Adana, fly towards this flaming creature. I think probably behind them at this point. As these cards strike into this creature, and you feel almost, do you feel like excited or like happy when your magic actually works, or what's Adana's like mindset when you're like, oh shit, that did a thing? I think usually when they do it on purpose, they get excited. Right now, I think maybe that's the last thing they want. I think the last thing they want to do is actually hurt anyone right now, especially when Adana themselves trying to focus on calming down Hope. So I think right now is more frustration as they've been momentarily distracted by these cards that feel like extensions of themselves being ejected from this kind of storm of cards to strike this creature.
Incredible. So as these cards fling towards the creature, nailing it, you see its form begins to shrink again to the state it was before, as it absorbs the dark damage you dealt and heals. How much was it?
37.
37. So
Okay.
perfect. And a clock is, or a marker on the clock is removed. We're back down to 2.
Let's go.
What does it mean?
Okay. Okay.
What does it
Figure that out on
mean?
your next turn.
Wait,
Better figure
clocks?
that out on your next turn.
It's clocks working in weird ways.
That would be the end of my turn. You still hear
Okay.
Adonis still trying to calm down Hope, but I've actually used my mechanical turn, so there's nothing else I want to do.
Incredible. So, Loveless, I think the creature is annoyed at you. You keep getting in the way. So, which I'm sure is what you want.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's gonna bear down on you once again. You see it's gotten smaller once more. So, you imagine this hit is gonna hurt a little less than it had previously if it does connect. And it does connect. So, it slashes down your left arm as you have this huge scorch kind of cross over your bicep and your forearm, and you take 27 points of fire damage, reduced to 13. And now who would like to go?
Can I go so that I don't die the next time I get beat? by
Absolutely,
this
please do.
thing?
Please do.
Okay.
I have a funky idea, so go for
I'm
it.
going to basically take the hit, obviously, as it hits me, and I will basically turn and do a straight punch straight into its face, just to cool it down.
Okay, hell yeah.
Yeah. So I'll make that attack. Give me 1 second. Where's my... where are my things? Oh, there we go. This would get an additional +2, I think. So, let me see if I hit. Did I hit? That didn't do anything.
I didn't do the math.
Weirdly, it didn't roll.
Oh,
Okay.
you hit
Oh.
you hit the wrong thing.
Oh, my bad.
You hit the info card instead of the
Instead of the actual roll.
you gotta hit.
Oh,
magic
instead
check.
accuracy check. I got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
My bad.
There you
It
go.
should also have a +2.
There we go, yeah.
Because my module. But yes.
That hits. Are you
Sure.
dealing dark damage or?
I'm not, because I will load and use 2 inventory points to load into my gauntlet a cryo shell to do ice, and it'll do an additional 5 points of damage, so it'll be 13 points of damage.
13 points of damage.
That is cryo.
Wait, isn't it 8 plus 10? And
Yeah.
then plus your 5? Or is
I'm
the 10
also
from something else?
confused. Isn't it 8 plus 10 plus 3 or 5?
Yeah, sorry, you're right. Yeah, I did not.
So
add
it'll be
the 10.
23.
Yes, 23.
23?
Okay, perfect. So you deal 23 points of ice damage.
Yeah.
Doubled because this creature is vulnerable to ice. So that's 46 points of ice damage.
And because I am currently in critical, when I hit someone, I activate biophagy and heal 10 points of HP plus an additional 5
Ayy.
because of amphibian theramorphosis. So I heal 15 back. So I definitely can take at least another hit.
Nice. Fucking math. I think that's right. We're gonna go for it. Quick math. So this time, as you strike this creature with this ice attack, you hear the creature and Hope's voice screaming out in pain rather than the man's. However, you do still get a mark on the clock.
Fair.
And now it's the creature's turn. It is in crisis again, so it is big and nasty again. And it's attacking you, Loveless. What can I say?
Oh gosh.
I'm just.
That's a
catching
14
it.
to hit.
That's exactly what.
Exactly it, yeah.
Okay, well, you take 30 points of fire damage from that.
I'm
Half
up.
to 15.
Oh.
As it just bears down on you in retaliation for all of the shit you just did to it.
I'm just gonna say really quickly, drain tanking is like my favorite form of tanking in any video game. This is wonderful. That's all I'm saying.
I'm glad you're having
And-
a good time. The rest of your friends are very concerned.
Whose turn is it? Who would like to go next?
Can I ask a question? Adana,
Yeah.
what did Adana do last that made the clock go down? He was talking, right?
I dealt dark damage, which healed the fire guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it seems like I think it's literally calming it down I calmed it down, quote unquote, by healing it, and I think that's why it went down.
Mm-hmm. We are 1 mark away from the clock being full.
I can go next.
But y'all also know
Yeah, go
how
for it.
to get rid of clock marks. So it's what y'all want to do.
Yeah.
Viscera
Yeah.
I'll do
seeing
dark next
this
time.
ping-ponging of whatever's going on with this guy is gonna lift up her hand. Wait, okay. If I fail to bring it down, will it go up after my turn?
I think it goes up every round or when it takes damage, from what I've noticed.
It goes up
So, and
at
it's-
the start of the round
Oh.
or whenever it takes damage.
It won't
Yeah,
be
we're
the
still in the
start
middle
of the
of the
round. Okay, we're in the middle. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Then you see Viscera will sheath the blade at her hip completely, and instead will throw her hands out towards it. And I'd like to use a spell here.
Okay.
I'd like to cast Dispel.
Ooh, okay. This is your first time casting this spell. So what do you imagine it looks like?
Okay. I like to imagine that kind of similar to this healing wind that Cielo had used. It's kind of like a fusion of Viscera's previous style, almost as if inspired by Cielo's efforts before. And so instead of like drawing these intricate lines and shapes, she just lets it wash over the creature here. And as it washes over, it will, if there's any sort of like magical effect on them, just take it away. Like a gentle misting, like a breeze.
Amazing. So you Febreze the area, and as you do, you see, as your magical force kind of meets this creature, almost an invisible shockwave gets sent out. And as it hits the creature, the flames get pushed back from the man as the two forces meet. The man's back is still covered in these flames, but the front portion of his body is now free. As you see him, and there are just tears streaking down his face. And he looks around almost panicked and confused at what's happening. And he quickly turns to Loveless. I think you're right in front of him. And he quickly just calls out, "She's afraid. You need to back away. She's about to..." And then the flames kind of take over, and he becomes a creature once again, swinging at Loveless with the axe. And 14 again. You take 31 points of fire damage, reduced to 15.
I'm down.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
I don't have anything to do, yeah.
I mean, I can help.
I think once you're down, I don't think you can heal someone up again. in
Nope.
Fabula Ultima.
They're gone for the rest of the
Yeah.
scene.
Oh, right.
Yep,
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Who would like to go next? Well, Loveless, you do have the option of either just like giving up and laying down or sacrificing yourself. I would lovingly ask you not to sacrifice yourself, but if you want to do that, you can.
I'm not going to do that. I'm gonna
Okay,
chill.
okay, great.
The producer sighs happily in the background.
I'm gonna take a big nappies.
Yeah.
Okay,
Big nap.
perfect.
I think I could just attack. I think that they were they were putting critical and down halfway a couple of turns ago. So I
Mm.
think I could try to attack, and because I'm in crisis, I do a little bit extra damage. So I think watching Loveless go down, Mir will just like once again spin the chain around, and I think that you know, from where the flame has caught them, just like singeing pieces of their costume, their outfit has like started to fall as they swing the chain around, throw it forward, and catch it with their foot at such an angle that it just like I wanted to just launch at this like flame creature thing.
Absolutely.
I don't think she's thinking.
Yeah.
And I think with Fury, as long as you're in crisis, you deal your skill level times 2 extra damage. So
Okay.
20 extra damage to this. Please
Oh, not
do
your
something.
character level, your skill level.
Oh,
for
skill
that
level.
skill.
Oh, for Fury. Okay,
Yeah.
let me see. I got doubles. Wait, and
This is incredible.
your
and that's a
accuracy.
crit.
Yeah, your accuracy checks with your flail and thrown weapons trigger critical success if both die show the same number.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the second
So
crit
you-
today.
You also get a critical success, so you get to choose an opportunity. The attack automatically hits because it was a critical success. So you deal 17 points of damage to this creature.
Okay.
What opportunity would you like to take? I'm gonna let you choose before I progress the scene in any way.
Okay. I could learn the goals and motivation of a creature.
I'll lay it out for you.
Yes, please do.
So you dealt damage to this.
Mm-hmm.
So the counter will go up and the clock will be filled. And
Yes.
so whatever happens when the clock fills will resolve. With your opportunity, you have the option to again reduce the clock by 2 or increase it by 2. So you can either choose to do that and reset the clock back a little bit, or you can let the clock resolve and something will happen.
Oh no. It's so spicy to let the clock resolve.
What does Lexi want?
Yeah,
I know.
What does Lexi want?
Low-key
What is
Lexi
Lex-
wants the clock to resolve.
You're okay.
I'm messed up, I'm sick.
If that's what you want, I'd say do it.
I think I'll go for information. You spot a useful clue or detail. I think I would like to know something that would be useful, even if I don't know that it's useful for any of the players. Maybe, but
Okay.
I think I'm just angry and not really thinking, and so I think that Mir, as this is happening, is just like noticing all the destruction, the flame, the inferno. People are switching between like talking, turning to flames. Like I think that Mir is a little confused, and so I think that it makes sense that she is looking for comfort in the details rather than looking at the entire painting. So yeah, I think that's where Mir's mind goes.
Okay. The clock fills. As you strike into this creature, it screams out in pain once again, not falling over, not defeated. However, a bright light begins emitting from Hope. Your gazes turn, seeing her as a brilliant, blinding flame is emitting from her, growing, growing. Almost as if a sun is growing in this space. It extends out into the areas around her, creating flaming holes in the ground and in the buildings. And as this flame begins to reach you, it burns your skin as it gets closer and closer. And suddenly it bursts. It spreads all around, down the streets. You hear the screams of people as they're struck. However, a lot of the adventurers that stuck around are able to luckily shield various citizens, taking a lot of the damage themselves. But you all are struck. Each of you takes 30 points of fire damage.
I'm in crisis.
I think I'm also in. Yeah, I'm in crisis.
Oh, I'm definitely in crisis.
What'd you say, Liv? Are you down?
Oh.
Or not Liv, Lexi.
I'm down to 1 hit point. Definitely in
Jesus
crisis.
Christ. I think everyone else, as you see this light extending, you're becoming blinded by it. You look away, just due to the pain. However, Mir, you are more comfortable looking into flame. You have a lot of experience rushing into burning buildings, dealing with fire, and while this is intense, you're able to withstand it. And as you look past the light, you see Hope's form has returned to normal. She's slowly falling to the ground as the guards around her are released from their monsterification, if you will. They all look around confused, and as this sunlight bursts into the area, creating an explosion of flame, you see magic envelop all of them as they suddenly disappear. And as you all sit there in the street, the chaos of the situation resolved, but the buildings around you scorched and burning, the people panicked and afraid. You all notice that Hope and her retinue are no longer there. And you all have, at least in some way, lost this encounter. And we'll end the session there. As I look at Austin's comment of "do not end here."
Oh.
Thank you so much, Emma. Wow.
Wow.
Yay!
Iconic.
We
Oh,
lost.
no.
Damn. Okay. Well,
Yeah,
Very
the fun
preventable
part of
day.
this encounter was not if you were going to be able to defeat enemy or not, but if you were going to fill the clock or if you were going to get rid of the clock.
Yeah.
So yay!
yay! I was thinking, I was like, I think Emma wants me to hug my sister. I was like, all I gotta
That
do
was
is
an
go
option.
hug. I was like, but that's not gonna happen. That's not.
Yeah.
happening.
I was like, should this be a thing between Viscera and Hope? And I was like, when you ran away, I was like, I don't know. I kind of like the parallel of Viscera running away and Adana moving forward.
Oh,
I kind of
yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
That was really
yeah.
cool. I loved
That
it.
was great.
If you've seen the new Dandadan intro,
Yeah.
I was kind of imagining a lot of the animation of that happening with our characters running
Yeah.
different ways. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna go do the thing. Please tell me who you are, where we can find you, and your favorite part of the episode today. And we'll start with Lexi.
Oh my gosh. My name's Lexi, otherwise known as App Black Girl Mage. I played Mir, and my favorite part of the episode was immediately straight off the bat, getting to do my little study thing. That was very fun.
That was cool as
I
hell.
felt yeah, I feel like I haven't not that I haven't I guess I haven't really been in combats yet, so I haven't really gotten to like look at all of my things. I knew that being in crisis mattered, but I think that that was a very fun one where I was like, "Wait, you hit me! You did the thing!" So that made me very happy. Hell yeah!
Excellent.
Are
Thank
we?
you.
Who are we bouncing it to?
Oh, it's up to you. Throw it anywhere.
Alex. Yeah, I won't do it. I'm not. I was gonna do the you will bounce.
You bouncing it. Crazy
You
style.
will bounce on me.
That's crazy. Oh my god.
Bouncing optional.
Yeah,
Bouncing
bouncing
optional.
optional.
Crazy style is mandatory though.
Yes.
It's true. My name's Alex. I can be found at Ghost Chicken RPG. I was playing Loveless tonight. My favorite part was, I like drain tanking, and it's fun when I get to drain tank things and play a tank because that's not really possible in a lot of games. Guess what? You can do it in this game, and it's fun. Yeah, I'll pass it to Liv.
Hey everybody, I'm Liv. You can find me on any social media really at Live in a Day. My personal little star for myself is that I didn't fall asleep. I've trained my body that when I'm sleepy, I fall asleep to the sound of people's voices. And I was so tired today that I slept while I was getting my hair cut, not washed, not masking, just fully trying not to fall asleep while this woman had scissors in her hand. But other than my personal star, hey, one step forward for Cielo and Viscera today. Next week, it'll be two steps back, everybody. Don't you worry about it. And I'm gonna pass it to Dwack.
I'm Drac. I'm in. Just follow me on Blue Sky at Draconics. It's DRAKONIQUES .itch.io specifically on Blue Sky. I do TTRPG stuff. We'll be doing TTRPG stuff for a while. My favorite moment. I think I mentioned in chat, and it's just a little thing, but we're talking about how we had parallels between Viscera and Adana, or like Viscera running away and Adana walking forward. Viscera, and then there's another one that was very interesting of like Viscera, it's just a numbers one, but Viscera did 37 points of damage to the Fire Guardian, and I did 37 points of healing to
That was
to
insane.
the guy as well. Just exact opposites and exact parallels, which I really loved. I thought they were really cool. I think a moment not including me that I enjoyed, I think was definitely Viscera and Cielo like calming and being there for Viscera. I thought that was really, really good. I'm very excited to like explore that further when the place literally isn't a flame around us and just see exactly how Viscera feels about what just happened. But yeah, I think that's definitely my favorite. I'll throw it over to Emma now.
Hi, it's me, Emma, also known as Emmapanada. You can follow me at the link Stella just posted in chat.
That's a lie because I spelled it wrong.
Oh yeah,
There
you
we
did
go.
spell
You did.
Emmapanada. But my favorite part
I spelled
tonight,
it wrong again. I wrote
Emma Panda.
Emma Panda is
It haunts me. Everybody always thinks it's Emma
haunts me.
Panda. So my favorite part of the session, I talked to Stella about this in DMs after the last session, where something I really liked about last session and that I thought was like cool and interesting, and I was excited to see how it progressed, was at the like breakfast table, I think it was, when Ciel was like, okay, all you bitches better tell me all of your secrets or I'm gonna be fucking pissed. If there's anything else that you're hiding from me, I'm gonna be so pissed off. And then the session ending with Vina basically calling out, asking why Vissa killed her and like being in that panic state and everything. And I was like, ooh, that's really cool. I wonder how Cielo is gonna react. And I love just in the moment Cielo being the one that like comforted Viscera. For one, because their relationship has been a bit rocky. So I love just a moment of humanization where you see someone in pain and you're not reacting based on the relationship that you had, but like more of a human comforting relationship to help somebody who's hurting and like panicked and afraid. But also just like in the context of that scene that I just mentioned as well, kind of putting things to the side and really just being there for Viscera in the moment, I thought was A plus, and I really loved it. And Stewa.
Hi, you can find me on Twitch at Stelluna and everywhere else at Stelluna TV. Thank you so much to my lovely castmates for joining me with another episode of Our Lives After. My favorite part, my not seriously, but when Drac pulled up the tarot cards, I was like, oh, it's time to play Magic the Gathering. I was like, wait, no, we're playing a TTRPG. Wait. No, but seriously, I really loved that we got to see Mir do some really awesome stuff. 2 crits in 1 session, and like it's
That's
a
wild.
shorter session. Yeah, very very cool, especially like just thematically appropriate for like the fire, dealing with the panicking, dealing with the like heavy situation. So heroic. Oh my god. I was fangirling over here. Also, I realized staring at the character sheet that if you're rolling with your shitty stats, because the dice is smaller, there's a higher chance for you to roll crits,
Crit.
right?
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah,
in fact.
I guess so.
But there's
That's
also
very
like it has to be at least a D6. Or technically no, because it has to be for
Yes.
normal crit, it has to be 6 or higher on the die. But yeah, there's technically a higher chance.
Yeah.
It's like a balancing
yeah.
act.
But the d6 is the smallest die that you can have.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
If you're not under
It's the
condition,
highest.
right?
It's the small side that you can be assigned. You
Yeah.
can't have an effect that lowers your die, though.
Oh, I hate
I think
that.
I think D6 is the lowest you can, even with an effect that lowers your die. D6
Oh,
is the
nice.
lowest to let you go.
I believe
Oh.
so.
Consistent.
Good to
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. I was just I was
That'd be
like,
kind of-
oh. Cuz
Kind
my
of buck nasty if you could get hit with a 4. That'd be kind of fun.
yeah. Wow. Also, I wanted to give a shout out to the soul surges that Emma wrote, like revisiting them and looking at them over again. Very, very cool stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the level 1s, we get to do like a signature solo move, and then with level 2s, if like more than one person has a level 2, we can basically spend them for like a really cool thing. I had mentioned in the chat while we were playing, in the cast chat, I was like, yo, the level 2 that Adana and Viscera have, oh my god, that would be really cool. It's super appropriate for this moment. But unfortunately, we didn't, it didn't line up that way. But we'll save it and maybe be able to do it another time. But,
I was thinking about it, but like in the moment we were going for very opposite objectives.
Yeah.
So like me talking to you taking on that thing. So I was like, yeah, it didn't make sense for me to like try and trigger that.
Yeah. But yeah, that's us. We'll be back on the maybe 29th. If not, we'll see you next time. I don't know. Join the Discord. We'll have messages in Discord to let you know what's happening. Gen Con's at the end of the month, so that might mess up a few people's plans. But otherwise, have a wonderful rest of your month. Take care of yourself. We'll see you later. Bye, everybody!
Bye.